How's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim. Scares Tammy every time I say it. Well, I wanted to break the news to you guys. Today is the day I'm breaking my own rules. I'm on a strict diet and all that kind of stuff for at least a week while I take these antibiotics. I have had no issue with headaches or anything like that by not drinking coffee or even eating. I don't get that way. I don't have that problem. But I do feel dead. I guess I am kind of more enthused when I have my coffee. So I went to McDonald's this morning. We just left there and got Tammy a Zing and a biscuit. And I couldn't take it. So I said, hook me up with a senior coffee and just put 2 sugars in it. I don't want to put anything like cream or anything in there. Maybe the milk is not good for the diverticulitis. And this may not be good either, but I'm going to have 1 coffee. But it's been, since last Thursday, I think, since I even had a coffee. By the way, thank you very, very much. And Johnny Vegas, thanks you very much for your thoughts and prayers for him. It's 3 hours earlier, his time than where I'm at. So I'll be calling him shortly. I talked to him a couple of times last night and see how he's doing, get any update I can. Oh, yeah. That is good. I got it black with a couple of sugars. Man, that's really good. McDonald's coffee. I was going to go to Wawa, but they got the senior coffee here. I don't know if Wawa's got that, but why would I go there? This is the best cup of coffee I've ever drank in my life. My gosh, this is good. I'm going to be pumped up now. This guy's a good driver. I'm watching this semi back down the loading dock behind this store, and there's a fence. You can see him going down. He don't have a foot clearance, and he backed it right down in there. Oh my gosh, there'll be no stopping me now. After that dry, I wish I had it with that dry toast. That'd be good. Tammy got a biscuit. I wonder if that biscuit counts as dry toast. I could have maybe got myself one. I wanted to tell you guys that, man, that's good coffee. That we didn't go to Disney because when we got there Sunday, it rained all day. We were stuck in our room. And, without being able to drink coffee or eat or anything like that. And she just kind of hung in there with me. We naturally wanted to know if it was going to rain again the next day because we weren't going to spend our money if it was going to rain. So when I looked at the weather, I said, Tammy, guess what? We're in Orlando in the middle of the state where it's very hot. 105 degrees heat index. Now, I'm already weak without food in me, and all I can drink is water. So I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry, I can't do that. Then the kicker was the lady at the front desk told us, oh, you're lucky you got this room because they're filing in. I said, well, I thought school was going to start tomorrow. She says, not for all of them. So the ones that are out still before they go back next week, they're coming in here, man. And we're filling up. And I said, because they want to go to Disney. We stayed right down the street from there. I said, I'm in no mood to walk around 105 degrees and a bunch of kids and a million people. So I Googled entertainment, something like that. And I got this Gatorland. And so we went there. We actually went where one of you suggested we go. And that was Disney Springs. And let me tell you, you got to go there. I made a beautiful video going over everything, showing you everything. I walked from one end of it to the other. We parked in the orange parking garage, which is where on YouTube they said to park, because there's 3 colors, but that one is the closest. And we got there at 9. They don't open till 10. We were literally the first car in the parking garage, I think. So we wanted to get some steps in. And naturally, I didn't want to, walk around with 1,000 people and, all you saw was heads. So it was very clear and open. We videoed all the stores. It's a bunch of stores and restaurants. And it's a Disney theme, so you did get caught up in it. It was very Disney-like. They had a Coca-Cola place. They had T-Rex. They had, what was that one called where the bowling alley was at? Split something. And it's a lot of fun. And it's free. Free parking, free, except for what you want to, have a dinner. And we looked at the menus. Hey, they were a little high, as you can imagine, but for a one-time thing. And they had some very interesting looking restaurants. So at 10 o'clock when things opened, we went into the Coca-Cola store, got a couple of pieces of merchandise, and got in the air conditioning for a minute. And once we felt that air conditioning, it was getting so hot already. We didn't really want to, be there anymore. So we left and went to Gatorland. And when I put the video up, which took all day to upload, it had a copyright because it played music in the speakers in the bushes when you walk around. And it was this very nice jazz music I didn't think would be copyright music, but it definitely was. So I couldn't post it. But we had a great time there and would definitely return. So that's why we didn't do Disney, and that's why you should go to both Gatorland if you're in the area, and definitely that Disney Springs, because shopping is endless, and there's like different venues, or what do you call it, areas. There's a big blimp balloon that goes up. There's some kind of a volcano thing, restaurant there. T-Rex, I understand, has got different themes. When you go inside where you sit in your little area, it's got like a, I don't know. Oh, this is good coffee. McDonald's coffee is definitely the best cup of coffee I've ever had in my life. So we had a good time. We got back. The weather is holding out for us. Now we're going to go do a couple of errands. We got things to do. Then we're going to get some more steps in. I might get a haircut, so the next video you see me in, I might be all buzzed up. And then I don't know what else we're going to do, but we're definitely going to go to Venice, Northport, Fort Myers, and some other areas. I even investigated Sanibel Island, but after looking at a YouTube video, that place is still tore up from the hurricane. And then after Debbie came in last week, a lot of water was high that it didn't look like it was going to be a fun time, so we didn't go there. That's where we were going to go first. But I will get down to both Fort Myers and Northport and Venice and show you guys what's around down there. Venice is kind of cool. They got an old historic downtown area. We'll walk it for you. And I'm thinking about, I don't know if Tammy wants to, and it's a long drive, but I'm thinking about going down to the Keys, either Islamorada or all the way down to Key West. That's about 6-7 hours from us in Sarasota, but hey. And don't forget about our cruise. We're going to go on a cruise, and we'll give you some videos about what to do and what it's like. Our 16th cruise, we're very excited about it. And I should be down in my weight for sure by then, because it's a little while off yet. And we'll get those new board shorts and a new colorful tourist shirt to wear, and we'll walk around on that big cruise ship and show you what it's about. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you've never taken a cruise, you got to look into it. Wait for my videos, because there's only one way to cruise, and that's the way I'm going to show you. And then what else? I did switch back to T-Mobile. As you heard me mention earlier in the video, that I'm having an issue with, in Orlando, I couldn't find 5G registering it on my phone. Tammy has Visible for 7, 8 years now. I had Visible for 5, 6 years. All my family, all her family, all of our friends, all have Visible. All of you got Visible that I turned on to it, and you have no problem. And I wouldn't have a problem, except as a YouTuber. If you have to upload videos, which is a different thing in the wireless, in the internet world, downloading things, documents, websites, like that. And at certain times of the day, and if you're near certain towers or certain areas, the upload does work fine too, but I found it too inconsistent, and I just have no patience for it. So and let me tell you, what some people don't know is you have to chat with Visible online. There is no live customer service, but now they've changed it. Instead of typing in on the chat customer service like 4 or 5 times to get a live person to chat with, you can now click a button that says live customer service to chat with. And once again, they prove stellar in their customer service. They're so knowledgeable, and they assisted me, and they didn't try to talk me out of anything with all my questions about how to get a PIN. You have to have a PIN number to transport your phone number back over. And I had to have one to get into them last week when I switched over for T-Mobile. And they were very accommodating. And T-Mobile, I can't really say the same, because they put me on hold yesterday forever. And when I got the person on the line, what am I going to do? Ream them out? What good is that going to do? So I was nice, but I gave my story and what I wanted to do to a customer service agent, and he was very kind. And, somewhere on the other side of the world, but he was very kind, and he was knowledgeable, and he was easy to understand and everything. And he said, well, I got to switch you over to this other department. I said, oh, okay. And thanks for listening, And then that's when I waited forever. We were sitting in a Walmart over in Kissimmee, and Tammy was shopping around for some different things in there. And next thing I knew, the person finally got on the phone, and when they came back, she had to get out and take a phone call, I guess. But I'm back over on T-Mobile, and I'm very happy because it's 5G everywhere. It worked all the way across the country and back, all the way to California and back. It's just that it's $70 a month all in versus the $35 I was going to pay at T-Mobile. And the T-Mobile, the reason I have a problem with them is the hotspot feature. After it ends at 50 gigabytes powering my smart TV, now that Tammy's with me a lot, she likes to watch her shows. And so we're watching TV, and instead of just the air channels, we got that, we're on a family plan with others is to get the cable. And it's an internet thing you got to have. And so with that, it sucks down the hotspot thing, and once it used up to 50 gigs, I got a text saying, hey, you're 80% used. And then I got another text, hey, you're done. And then I'm like, okay. It says, but don't worry, we'll still give you unlimited, just at a lower speed. Well, heck, it wouldn't even power my TV. So I got mad. I said, I'm just switching right back to Visible, and maybe the upload speed will be fine. Well, it didn't work out. So now you know the whole story. So I'm back with T-Mobile. And Tammy has the unlimited hotspot, which works fine. So we just turned hers on for the TV, and I got 50 gigs of really strong hotspot that we can use first, and then when that wears out, then we have her. So we got it all worked out. I could go for another one of these. Can you tell I'm getting hopped up? This is the most I've talked and the most energy I've had in, 4 days. I'm feeling better. The antibiotics are doing it. I do still have, I feel something, it's not like it's gone. But I'm really, I want to say this. Johnny Vegas is a good example. You know people that are a good example. You read about people that are dying and getting sick and things like that. If a doctor told you if you don't quit smoking or drinking or doing that drug you're doing or eating that particular amount of sugar or whatever it is causing you to have possibly diabetes, cancer, cholesterol, and all these things, you'd stop. Sometimes it's hard to just say, I know I need to be better. I know I need to lose some weight. But when the doctor tells you you're going to sick or you're going to be in the hospital or you're going to die, then that's all you got to hear. And you're on. So my diet is now changed. Will I still eat a piece of cake or a pie one day? Yes, maybe. But am I going to eat like I did before? No. No. And I'm strong-willed. Once I make up my mind about something, I do it. So Tammy's on the phone and she's looking in here because she wants to get in the air conditioning. But I'm talking to you guys. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess I'll go. I was going to say goodbye to you guys, but then my alarm went off and I have this weird sound that I set. I didn't recognize it. I thought I had a phone call coming in. But yeah, JV is up by now. He's been up, I'm sure. I'm going to give him a call and see how he's doing. I'll report back to you guys later today. If you're new to the channel and you're one of the 150,000 beautiful souls out there watching this YouTube channel, I want you to know from the bottom of my heart, I seriously appreciate you. And this channel is eclectic. I just vlog everything. I just vlog my life, where I go, what I do, things that I get to review. And oh, that light's on because Tammy got the door on, but the door open. But if you're new to the channel and you're not familiar with all the videos, you can look back in my video log and check out some things. It's we do Crushing It for Christ, a little devotional, maybe a couple of times a week. I am a Christian. I don't hang my head when I say it. We don't eschew religion from my channel. I don't beat people over the head with it, but I can tell you this, we need it more in our country. And I know that most of the demographics that watch my channel are believers. And if you don't and you have your own following, I respect your what you do. And politics is something it's always very tempting to talk about it, and we all have an opinion. And right now, you know, they're really stirring the pot, and they really got everybody just like they want, all twisted around, you know, spinning after their own tails and making you think things about this side and that side. Let me tell you, folks, it's a means to an end. If you ever noticed how many commercials are on a media broadcast, okay, that ought to tell you something. They want to string you along. They've hit the hot button. They want to string you along as long as they can, because advertisers that pay the media for their products to put commercials on their programs make money. That's why it costs a lot of money to run an ad on the Super Bowl. The more eyeballs are watching, the more money they make. Do you realize those media people make millions of dollars a year? And they're the same ones, because it's like these soap opera stars. They're the same ones that are very good at drama and very good at pushing your button. Like, you know, you'll watch certain media channels and you're like, oh, I can't stand her. I can't stand him on that show or this program, you know? And that's what they want. They know they got you. And that's what the owners of the media companies love, because they're making millions and millions of dollars. And what do you get out of it? You get aggravation. You become racist. You become, prejudice, and you become hateful, and you become angry, and you become divided in your mind, and you're brainwashed. And then all you have to do is walk outside. And when you go to a store anywhere, and you open the door for someone, or you open the elevator, and someone comes in, you say, hello, how are you? There's none of that with anybody, ever. And that person may be one that watches that one side, and you may be someone that watches the other side. But when you're together, when you're not watching that, what do? You immediately go right back to your natural, benevolent, loving, kind, American human behavior of friendliness and kindness. And the way to experience that more and more is to really eschew all that. And I know it's tempting. Look, it's an election time. Make your vote. Okay? Vote for the rat that you want. Okay? Because they're all the same rats with different heads. They probably have dinner together. And they laugh at us like, look, we really got them going. I mean, they're all dirty, rotten, lying, cheating scoundrels. They're rats. They're absolutely rats. They're stealing from everybody. They don't want to do anything for anybody. Don't believe a word you're hearing from anybody. But you got to vote for somebody. And they're going to do something. I mean, because the House and the Senate wants to get things done. Sometimes. Not really, but so you got more than just the president, and those are rats too. But you got more than just the president that's working, in this country. So just keep all that in mind. Vote for the lesser of the two evils, I guess. You know who's running the show, don't you? There's only one person running this show. And that's all you got to worry about. That's all I worry about. I still vote, but I still know that God Almighty is going to guide, lead, and control everything in the end, especially those that seek Him first. So it doesn't matter of any of that. I don't have to get all tied up in knots and have a hissy fit, because I know that my life, as long as I sow good seed and I try to do the things that I'm commanded to do that are biblical, and you are moral, whether you believe in Jesus Christ or whatever, as long as you're a moral, good person, and you're not out to hurt anybody, and you do good, and you're happy for others, you're going to be good. You're going to get tomatoes if you plant tomato seeds. It's a simple thing. The universe gives back. Let's put it that way. If you're not into the God thing or whatever, the universe is God's. There's something out there controlling. You go around down in the mouth all day long. You go around spreading gossip. You go around being hateful. All you're going to get, you're going to kill yourself. You're going to stress out, man. You're going to blow up. Chill out. Chill out. Forget it. Forget it. Let it go. And just be nice and be kind. I don't know why I went off on that tangent. I just thought I'd throw that in for morning chat. I always like to talk about something. But I do appreciate very much the great numbers that have increased. They've always been there. There's been some glitch that was going on. There's still a glitch. There's 150,000 out there if there's one. Beautiful souls that watch this channel. And we're going to 1 million. Believe me, before we're done with this thing, we're going to have everybody in the country watching Sarasota Tim, and everybody's going to be crushing it.